Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Holliston High School Committee and Field, where we are watching the Holliston Panthers, Division II state champs, take on the Hopkinton Hillers. Action is underway. Holliston is, of course, in red, going from west to east, and Hopkinton is in white, going from east to west. I am here with you're being hosted today by Holliston Cable Access TV. Holliston Cable Access TV is sponsored here by the one and only Lisa Hedrick, who is doing the camera, and of course Christian Bidet, who is manning the control. We have Bruce, who's back in the control room. However, Bruce is going to be leaving. That's Bruce Guilfoy, of course, is the director of Holliston Cable Access TV. Okay, just underway here on a gorgeous fall afternoon here on a lovely Saturday at Committee and Field in Holliston. And Holliston, the Panthers, this is a rivalry, a pretty good rivalry between Holliston and Hopkinton. I don't know if we're at the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry yet, but pretty close, as many of these girls have been playing against one another for years growing up in the youth league. So here we go, we're underway. So Hopkinton is playing out of their own end. They push up. Stepping in is number 4. That's Mia Wolfgang. She plays center back. And here comes Hopkinton on the attack. Crossing over to their left. That's number 5, Tiffany Mulkus. Megan Pudvinsky, number 12. She is, of course, a perennial all-star here on the Holliston team. She's a senior this year. Made everything last year. Was the leading scorer for Holliston. And arguably one of the strongest forwards we've seen come in this league in many, many years. Wolfgang pushes the ball forward, comes back. That's Addie Capabianco, gets a foot on it. She's a senior and a captain. Wolfgang, again, nice play. Wolfgang launches left-footed down the sideline, and it looks like it hit somebody's hands for Hopkinton. Okay, just underway, about 2 minutes, 15 seconds into this game. Holliston, of course, is coached by the state championship coach, Brielle Chadsey, and Hopkinton is coached by Tom Skiba. And here we go. Hard to see. It looks like it's going to be, not sure who that was. Took the free kick, long ride, just wide to the left. Just wide. She had a good foot on that. Let's see who that is. That looks like number 3, Tatum Corden. Unfortunately, for poor Tatum last week, her name was mispronounced for the entire game by yours truly. So it was brought to my attention by her Uncle Derek, who plays on my softball team. He's the pitcher for our team. Uncle Derek said, of course, that her name is pronounced, our last name is pronounced Corden. So Tatum Corden with a free kick just wide of the post, and we're back underway. Holliston comes into this game after having 2 solid victories last week versus Norton, 2-0 and 3-0. Strong, very strong in the back. A lot of opportunities. Again, it was the first 2 games, but they started to put it together, and their attack really, as both games went on, really started to come through. So Holliston tends, in the last 2 games, they started it a little bit slower, but it seems like they are moving things up a little bit. Hopkinton, of course, always a competitive side. Hopkinton is known for always having great athletes. We've seen Hopkinton play, as I said, over the years. Hopkinton is always, in pretty much all sports, they're strong. All right, here comes Luisi. Luisi's got the ball. Luisi, she's a junior. Luisi scored 2 goals last weekend in each game. Here's Luisi again. Luisi on her right side, pushed out by Hopkinton. It's going to be a Hopkinton free. That's number 2, Phoebe Drohan. We know her. Phoebe's playing the right back. Across the back is going to be number 2, Drohan. Number 13, Caroline Sally. Number 4, Mia Wolfgang. And number 3, Tatum Corden across the back. Tatum Corden, sorry. Sally, Wolfgang, and Drohan are all juniors. And Corden, of course, is a sophomore. Across the midfield for Holliston, we have number 11, Ellie Burke, number 20, Addie Capabianco, and looking in the middle, yeah, Burke and Capabianco, both seniors, both captains this year. All right, here we go again, another free. Looks like Wolfgang's going to come and take it. Not sure what happened. Okay, Wolfgang on the free. Again, just to review everybody, there's some rule changes. Wolfgang drives in. Podvinsky gets a foot on it. It comes out of goal. There's Corden up. Corden moving up. Burke keeps it in. Capabianco gets a foot on it. Comes off Burke again. Capabianco again. Corden still in. Still in. Podvinsky pushes and it just goes off the line. It's going to be a goal kick by Hopkinson. Hopkinson goalkeeper Kristen McCluskey. We'll see. Hopefully she gets some action today. That goes to number 9. That's Katie Cruz. Katie Cruz is also a junior. She plays in the midfield. Katie Cruz, strong player, great footwork, great skills, a powerful player. We'll probably be saying her name quite a bit today. All right, Hopkinton with the free. Pressured by Cruz. Capabianco. That's number 6. She's the freshman, Caitlin O'Connell. Freshman comes out of her first 2 games, scores a goal in each game. Caitlin O'Connell had 2 great games, and she's earned a starting spot today. Looking strong. Here we go. Some of the rule changes this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. There's no throw-ins. No throw-ins, they're kick-ins, so we'll see them. They come across the middle. Drohan misplays. She gets a foot on it, gets picked up by Wolfgang. Pushed out to the left side. Hopkinton on the attack. Luisi comes back to help. Burke sends it forward. And there's Podvinsky chasing. Podvinsky goes over her head. Luisi, she pressures. Ball up. There's Drohan. Drohan on the outside. Pressure. Comes through. Ball comes back forward again. Looks like it's going to be, that's the goalkeeper, another senior captain, Mary Kay Ward. She was the MVP of the league last year for these Division II state champ Holliston Panthers. She launches the ball forward. There's Podvinsky and Podvinsky. Podvinsky takes on the outside. Podvinsky with room. Podvinsky with space. Pushes forward. Hard touch. Gets it across. Just gets it across. Nobody's there. She had too hard a touch coming down the outside. A little bit sooner, she may have been able to get a better shot and get more purpose behind that ball coming across the front of the goal. All right, so Holliston pressuring again. Join with the kick-in. Another rule change this year is because of COVID, no heading. So that changes the game. Those balls that are up in the air, Holliston has always been very good with balls played in the air. Not this season. There'll be no heading, so they have to. And the refs are, they're trying to, everybody's kind of making it up as they go along. So the refs are saying, look, everybody says, well, what are we supposed to do? Well, you have to figure it out. You have to play safe. So Drohan pushes the ball in. Drohan again gets a foot, left foot across. Podvinsky gets a foot on it. There's Burke. Burke's there. Who's there? O'Connell's there. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky out, and it's cleared out by Hopkins. Here comes Hopkins on transition. They launch. Wolfgang's there. There's Ward. Ward with a strong left foot up the middle. Ward's not afraid to come out of goal. That's a nice play by the goalkeeper. So Hopkinton looks good. They looks like they have some players, some great skill players. Again, as I always said, Hopkinton's always athletic. So it seems like they're able to run with Holliston. Corden up. Hopkins controls it midfield. Come down the left side. That's number 5, Tiffany Mulkus. Number 14, Gabrielle Sinny. Sorry. I'll work on these Hopkins names. All right, Hopkins coming up their right side. And just kicked wide of the flag. So we are 10 minutes into the first quarter. Another change because of COVID is that we play 20-minute quarters as opposed to 2 halves. So 20-minute quarters, and we are halfway to the halfway, as we used to say in the military. So we are at just over 10 minutes in. Ball comes in, and unfortunately, what we've seen, particularly what we've seen in the last 2 games, is with these kick-ins and not the inability to throw. And the other rule for the kick-ins is that the ball can't come off the – well, it looks like that one came off the turf. But the ball's not supposed to come off the turf. At least that's how they were playing last game. Some of the Holliston parents finally wrote coming in. Another rule change this year as far as the spectators is that there's no away spectators. So there's no parents here from Hopkinton. It's just the home team. Our ball's launched in the middle. Wolfgang gets a foot on. Strong kick, and she finds Podvinsky. Podvinsky's able to handle it. Turns. She's closed in by number 9. That's number 9. Yeah, number 9, Alexis Veal. She turned on some speed and was able to catch up with that ball. It was a nice play by Wolfgang, and Podvinsky wasn't able to, just couldn't get a clean touch on it. And here we go. Ball is kicked in. It's Holliston, goes to Hopkinton. There's Luisi, comes on the outside. Drohan pressures. Drohan pressures again. Oh, and they called a foul. All right, so it's going to be another Hopkinton free. Luisi gets a piece of it. Just goes out. So as I was saying before, oftentimes with these kick-ins on the outside, they just play a lot of kicking it in and kicking it out, kicking it in, kicking it out. Not much different than the ability to throw the ball in. So just another modification that the girls have to be able to adapt to, and everybody has to deal with it. So is it changing the game? Yeah, it's changing the game slightly, but it doesn't. I don't think it's going to, change the overall strategy or outcome. There's no advantages given to anybody. That's Caroline Sally. She's going to let that one go out. It's going to be a free kick for Holliston. Okay, still nothing here. We're 13 minutes in, 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Played out short to Sally. Sally up, finds Burke. Burke one time to Luisi. Luisi tries to get a turn. Ball's up. Again, see, there's that ball up in the air. Drohan gets a piece of it, sends it up to Luisi. Podvinsky, she's pressured. There's Luisi. Luisi on the right side. Luisi with some room. Luisi looks for Podvinsky on the outside. Too strong, goes out. Yeah, again, those girls, it's almost like they see the ball and they want to go up and get it with their head, but they have to wait for it to come down. And last week, Mia Wolfgang she went up with her foot and was called with a high kick. It was almost a costly high kick, as it was a penalty, not in the box, but it was a direct kick right in front of the box. There's Podvinsky on the outside. She pushes. No one's there. Tries to cross. There's Addie Capabianco. She gets a foot on it, and it comes off her foot. Hopkinton retains control. Hopkinton on the outside. That's number 15, Ashley Butler. Luisi pressuring. Luisi does a nice job of pressuring. There she goes. She gets it back. Podvinsky's there to help. Podvinsky turns. Podvinsky looks in. Nice ball into O'Connell. O'Connell's there. She runs into a wall. There's no call. Drohan gets a piece, just unable to get a piece of it. Just slips off her foot, and Caroline Sally's there to help. She pushes it out. Okay. Just under 6 minutes left to play. Hopkinton with the kick in. Pressure on the outside. Sally and Drohan are able to stop it, and then Hopkins going to kick it in again. Ball in. There's Cruz. Cruz gets a foot on it, and that's going to be a Holliston ball. I'm sure that throughout the course of this game, I may say Holliston when I mean Hopkinton and vice versa. They both sound very much alike, but it's two very different teams, two very different towns. Well, not really, but they're different enough. Drohan down the side finds Luisi. Luisi looks back in the middle. She's got Sally. Sally one times it up. It's blocked. She steps in again. Hopkinton retains control. Hopkinton turns it on the right, bringing up their right side, trying to reverse Fields. They play back. Pressured by Bianco. Capabianco. Capabianco is still pressuring. There's Luisi. Luisi comes up with the steal. Holliston turns. Luisi looking for Putvinsky. She hits the back of her foot on it. Like Maradona. Still in. Putvinsky finds Cruz. Cruz looks up. She pushes it out of bounds. It's going to be a Hopkinson kick in. Nice play by Megan Putvinsky. That was actually pretty cool. We can see that. Lisa, can we get that on the replay? Can we run our replay right now? No, we don't have the replay capability right now, but that's okay. That's okay. You can always rewind it or rewatch it. That's right. So if you are, and of course, to remind everybody, you're watching either live on Facebook on the Holliston Cable Access TV Facebook page. Oh, here's Luisi. Let's get back to the action. Luisi pushes outside of Putvinsky. Putvinsky in the middle has O'Connell. O'Connell with a touch. Just gets it taken off her. There's Burke. And O'Connell's call for the foul. Not bad. Not bad. Again, Putvinsky got a ball in. Hopkins plays out quick. As I was saying, that you're watching today on the Holliston Cable Access TV Facebook page and Facebook Live. Or it's also on TV on our cable access, which in Holliston is Verizon Channel 34 or Comcast number 11, Channel 11. So either Verizon 34 or Comcast 11. Here we go. Burke with the ball in. Capabianco chasing. She can't get there. Ball comes down, and it's going to go to the keeper, Ward. Ward having a tough time looking right into that sun. It's hard to see anybody, so she plays up short to Wolfgang. Wolfgang to Capabianco. Hopkinton comes back. Hopkinton pushes in the middle. There's Sally. That's Corden. Corden gets that's Ellie Burke. Sorry, Burke gets a foot on it. Comes out to O'Connell up top. Corden looks in the middle, finds Putvinsky. Nice ball to Putvinsky. Putvinsky makes a play. She's not able to get around her defender. Hopkinton pushes out. Now Hopkinton coming up their left side. Hopkinton ball in. Looks down the wing. Number 27, that ball, Drohan's there. Drohan gets a foot on it and is able to push it out. Nice ball into number 27. She's able to control. That's number 27, Johanna DuPont. Almost got a play on it, but Drohan was there. Ball comes in. Shot on goal by Hopkinton. It's a two-hopper, not too bad. Ward's able to handle it easily, and they come out bringing it up there. Holliston left side. Corden looks up. Corden sends the ball up, and it's off a Hopkinton defender. It's going to be another kick in. Corden's going to kick it in. Here we go. Ball out. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Holliston pushes up again. It gives back up, but Putvinsky comes away with it. Putvinsky with some space. Putvinsky in the middle. Putvinsky's converged. Oh, and Putvinsky gets hit from behind. Yeah, she's earned it. It looks like it's going to be, I can't see if that's inside the box. No, I think it's just outside the 18. So we're going to have a free kick. It's going to be a direct free kick for Megan Putvinsky, number 12. Putvinsky was converged on by four players and then ended up getting hit from the back. A pretty clean, clear foul. All right, so here you go. Holliston with their first big scoring opportunity. We all know what Megan Putvinsky can do. All right, Putvinsky on the direct. Ball's up. It's low. Goes just wide. Nice save by the keeper, just in front of the right post. Almost there. Putvinsky tried to keep it low, tried to get it through the wall. Ball comes up. Drohan chases. Drohan to Sally. Sally launches one back to the middle of the field. Putvinsky gets a piece of it. Putvinsky's foul is going to be a Holliston free kick at about the 30-yard line on this football field. Always helpful when you have the yard markers for all of you American football fans. So it looks like it's going to be Wolfgang. So Drohan's going to tap it to her because it's an indirect kick. So now Wolfgang's going to launch it. Ball goes in, one hops to the keeper. Hopkins keeper handles it easily, and we'll turn it around. And there we go. That's the end of the first quarter with a score of 0-0. Here, Holliston Panthers versus the Hopkinton Hillers on Holliston Cable Access TV. We're going to take a short break. Lisa, Christian, and I, we will be right back. Okay, we're back here at Committee and Field, Holliston versus Hopkinton at the start of the second quarter. The score of 0-0. There was a little bit of action, a little bit of opportunity for Holliston. They had a direct kick just outside the 18 box that just went wide. Hopkinton was able to get one shot on goal, not too scary, but right now they're playing relatively even, and we're back under play. So Hopkinton does a nice job moving the ball. I like their style. They have they do a good job of controlling the ball, particularly on their back line. So Hopkinson's they have, like I said, they have some skills. Holliston as well does a very good job as far as trying to push the ball forward. Their backs are always solid, especially like all four across. They do a good job of kind of maintaining that wall back there and then able to transition back to the attack. So it looks like ball came to Megan Putvinsky and she's fouled, so it's going to be another indirect. That's Molly McLeod, number 7, is in the game, playing the left back. So McLeod is in. Molly McLeod, also a freshman. And we're back. Ball comes up. Drohan controls. She sends it sideways. And then here comes McLeod. McLeod, she gets some position. Is able to get a throw. It's going to be a Hopkinton ball, though. All right, here we go. Hopkinton with a kick in down on Holliston end. Let's see if we have any other new players in. Corden's moved to the middle. Corden has now moved to, she's playing midfielder, and there she is. Looks like she's come in for Katie Cruz. So in the middle, Capabianco, there's McLeod. McLeod gets the ball to Corden. Capabianco gets a foot on it. Ball goes over Drohan's head. She's there. She gets a foot on it. She clears out. Fighting forward on the right side. There's Capabianco to help. Capabianco turns, tries to keep it in, just unable to do so. So Hopkinton down, trying to make something happen down in the Holliston end. Corden's there, almost steps in, and here comes Burke. Nice play by Burke, and Corden's going to get called for a foul. A lot of whistles. I'm not sure if that's just a result of because of the COVID-19. I think there are some new guidelines as far as contact, so we may see a few more contact fouls. Again, that's something we get. Ball gets launched in, cleared by Corden. There's O'Connell racing forward, and O'Connell gets bumped, and she's going to get called for a foul. Or not, sorry, the Hopkinton defender, number 28. That's Burt Whistle. She gets called for the foul. Okay, indirect. It's going to be Wolfgang to McLeod. McLeod sends it forward. She finds O'Connell, the other freshman. O'Connell looks. She's got Burke. Burke in the middle. Burke tries to make a move to the middle, gets intercepted by Hopkinton. There's Sally. Caroline Sally steps up. Nice step up by Caroline Sally to stuff that. Corden chases McLeod. McLeod on the outside. And McLeod's able to control. It's going to be a Holliston kick in. And she does. Sends it back to Wolfgang. Mia Wolfgang. Looking. She's got some space. Still looking. Sends it forward, looking in the middle. Clears to Hopkinton. There's Corden's there. Corden makes a play. There's Luisi. Luisi chasing. Luisi gets a foot on. There's Putvinsky. Putvinsky in the middle. Putvinsky in traffic. She gets hit, and no whistle. Looking for one. O'Connell chases. O'Connell tries to get a piece, but O'Connell's going to get called for that foul. So it looks like it's going to be a Hopkinton free. Okay, 4 minutes into the second quarter, still no score. We're here with our Holliston Cable Access TV superstars, Christian Bidet and Lisa Hedrick. So it was kind of a treat to have Lisa Hedrick here today. We haven't I haven't worked with Lisa in a while. It's a dear friend of mine. Of course, and her husband, Steve Hedrick, who is, as many people know, Steve Hedrick is quintessential H-Cat rock star. I know he's listening right now, so I don't want him to get too cocky. All right, ball gets launched in by Holliston. Corden gets a piece of it to O'Connell. O'Connell over the head of Luisi. There's Capabianco there. Almost able to get a piece of it. Just goes high. It was a good run. It was a good ball over. Capabianco was there. Just unable to get a good clean foot on it. All right, here comes Hopkinton. Hopkinton pushing out of their own end into the middle. Ball goes forward, launches. Here comes Ward's going to come out. It's going to one hop to her nice and easily. She plays out to Wolfgang. Wolfgang in the middle. Wolfgang looks on the outside. Hopkins steps up. Hopkinton in the middle. Back to Drohan. Drohan looks. Drohan keeps it. Drohan sends it forward. Oh, and it's a cross, and it goes in. Cross goes in, and the ball goes cross, and that Hopkinton player is able to bump it in with her chest. I couldn't see who that Hopkinton player was. Ball goes in, and it's 1-0 Hopkinton. All right, so Hopkinton on the board first. On a nice cross coming from that corner. Came right across, and the player was right there. And unfortunately for Holliston, they just got caught in the back, and the ball just was able to get across, and there it was. Hopkinton player was right there to finish. Again, it was the ball was up, and she was able to finish. She finished with her body, and that's okay. That was a clean play. So we're back underway here. Joanne sends it forward, looks up, launches forward, and there's no Holliston player there. Although here comes. Hold on, we have a new player in the game. That's Amanda Silva, number 20. She's a senior. So Amanda's coming in to give a breather for Podvinsky. All right, kick in. There's Joanne on the outside. Joanne sends it in. She's got Luisi. Luisi turns. Luisi across. There's O'Connell was there. Luisi with a nice cross. Here comes Hopton playing out of the back. Corden with a nice move. Corden with some space on the left side. She sends it across. Not able to get much on it. And the ball comes out and is cleared wide, and it goes out. It's going to be Holliston ball. All right, so just about 7 minutes into the second quarter, Hopkinton goes on the board. It's a 1-0 Hopkinton. There's McLeod. McLeod sends the ball in. Burke launches high. Ball comes up. There's Silva. Silva's there fighting for it. A lot of people looking at it. Ball comes out, and it's played out. Sally, she one-times it in back into the middle. And there's a whistle, and I think it's going to be against Hopkinton, so it's going to be another Holliston free. At just about 24 yards out. So here it comes. Looks like it's going to be Corden's going to take it. O'Connell to Corden. Corden launches just wide of the post. She's got a good foot on it. Got some good pace on it, but just goes wide. Holliston with another scoring opportunity is not there. They pressure up. O'Connell pressures up. Could be trouble. There's Burke. Burke's there. Ball comes back. Wolfgang. Wolfgang's able to control. Wolfgang launches forward, looking for number 3, Corden. Silva's there. And here comes Hopkinton. Good ball down the right side. Wolfgang racing. Wolfgang's going to get there first. Nice play by Wolfgang. She's able to keep it out. All right, so it's Hopkinton just outside the pin for a little golf talk. So Hopkinton with a kick in. Again, so this ball is not supposed to leave the turf. It's kicked in, but now once it goes in, then it can. Now ball comes up over the middle. Holliston's fighting for it. Hopkinton comes in, gets a shot off. So it's cleared by Corden. Luisi's there. Luisi in the middle. Luisi fights for it. Looks like it goes off somebody's hand. And yeah, and they call it. It's went off. Might have been Luisi's hand. Just over 9 minutes in. Score of 1-0 Hopkinton. All right, here's it's going to be a Hopkinton free kick. Holliston's going to play back. That's a direct kick. Ball comes in. One hop to Ward. Ward's there. All right. Ward, strong kick out. Finds Silva. Silva looks. She plays back to, that's Burke. Burke punches it forward. Looking for Luisi. Luisi can't get it. We have a new player. That's Anya Awani is in playing up. She plays back and she gets fouled. Awani's a sophomore. She's playing on the right wing now. All right, here's the free. Drohan's going to tap it to Sally. Sally launches. Looking for Luisi. Luisi's there. Luisi can't get it. Comes back. Wolfgang. Wolfgang, nice play. Wolfgang in the middle. Hard touch, gives it up. Here comes O'Connell's racing. Sorry, that's McLeod. McLeod's racing. She's able to control it. Ball stays in. Ball gets launched in the middle. Burke's there. So Hopkinton looks like they're putting some pressure on the backs now. So we have Pudvinsky's coming back in the game. O'Connell is going to take a breather. And Silva's going to take a breather. Waving some of the Holliston fans are here, waving to us in the press box. I think that might be Dr. Marshall. Of course, Dr. Marshall is the mother of Phoebe Drohan. So here we go, back on the play. Hopkins playing, trying to cross it. That's Awani. She almost gets a foot on it. On the right, on Hopkins left side. Drohan playing, Drohan watching. Ball goes up, and Drohan's able to force it out. It's going to be a Holliston free kick. A Holliston goal kick. So Hopkins is starting to put some pressure on the side. The ball seems to be being played a lot more down in this end. But Holliston, as I said before, they're always strong in the back, and their midfielders do a great job of coming back up. As do their wings. They have a good job of having wings come forward. Juliette Leon is also a freshman. She checked into the game too. She's playing the left wing. Mary Kay Ward launches the ball out, looking for Pudvinsky's there. She gets a foot on it. Pudvinsky, she fights. Pudvinsky keeps it. Pudvinsky still has it. Pudvinsky looks in. Nice turn. Finds Luisi. Luisi gets a foot on it. There's Awani. Awani on the right side. She's chasing. And it goes out. It's going to be a Hopkinton kick. Again, always dicey on the wings. All right, here we go. Hopkinton touches the ball in, gets pushed up. Ball comes up the right side. There's Sally. Sally plays it. She launches the ball forward, looking for something up top. And it gets kicked well out of bounds by Hopkinton. It's going to be Holliston play. All right. Just under 13 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hopkinton leads Holliston 1-0. Drohan kicks the ball in. She's got Corden. Corden taps it over to Burke. There's Burke streaking. Burke runs into trouble, and then here comes Hopkinton with the counter. Here comes Hopkinton up there, right side. Too strong, it goes out. McLeod's going to kick it in. All right. Clan McLeod plays in. Wolfgang launches forward. That's Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky's there. She's still retained. She keeps it. Pudvinsky makes it. Nice move. Able to touch it. Luisi's there. Luisi fights through it. Still able to get it, but there's a lot of traffic down there, and the ball gets launched up and trained. And it's going to be a Holliston kick. Drohan's going to kick it in. Okay, here's Drohan. Looking. It's got Burke. Burke's able to turn. It's got Luisi. Luisi out in the middle. Luisi punches forward. Who's there? No one's there. and gets launched forward. Here comes McLeod. McLeod's pressuring. Leon's there. Leon's pressuring up. Hopkins back's playing up their right side. Burke steps in. Nice play. Burke able to get a foot on it. That ball stays in. Looked like it came out. Here comes Wolfgang. Wolfgang's got it. Wolfgang's got McLeod, but can't find her. Hopkinton coming back. Hopkinton looks, tries to cross. Ball comes across. Drohan's there, watching. Ball comes up the Hopkinton left side. Sally challenges. Still challenging. Ball comes across the middle. One hop to Ward. Ward with a nice save. Nice defense on the outside by Caroline Sally. Here's Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky tries to let it go through. Nothing there. Here comes Hopkinton coming back on the attack. Pudvinsky pressures. And Hopkinton keeps it. And looks like we got a sub coming in. It's number 27. That's number 27, Joanna DuPont. And here comes Hopkinton. And another whistle. Looks like it's going to be a Holliston foul. So it's going to be another Hopkinton free kick. Just under 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Okay, Hopkinton free. Here we go. She launches it. Who's there? Corden gets a piece of it. Pudvinsky's there. Burke's there. Pudvinsky launches the ball forward. There's O'Connell pressuring. Leon's there. And it's going to be Holliston kick in. Too strong for Hopkinton. McLeod with the kick. McLeod. There's Katie Cruz. Katie Cruz keeps it. She keeps it, still keeps it. Taps it out to McLeod. McLeod just gets a foot on it and it goes out. It's going to be a Hopkinton kick. 4 minutes to play. Ball comes in. Hopkinton on the outside tries to play it out. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang just not able to keep it in. It's going to be another Hopkinton kick in. So the girls are getting, again, the rule is the ball can't leave the turf. So it's got to stay on the turf. Ball comes in. Corden gets a piece of it. Leon gets a piece of it, but unfortunately that piece took it out of bounds. So it's going to be another Hopkinton kick in. Sun's starting to come down. It's starting to be a little bit of a glare. You can see that the girls a lot of them are looking directly into the sun. Wonder if that's going to be an issue down the road in the later quarters. All right, ball's in. Corden, Pudvinsky's there. This goes off Hopkins. It's going to be Holliston ball. So just under 3 minutes to play. Leon's going to check out, and here comes Mia Luisi back in, number 10. Well, let's see if Holliston can get anything going here in the final minutes of the second quarter. McLeod, Luisi, Wolfgang. Wolfgang with space, launches forward, looking for Pudvinsky. Can't find her. There's Corden. Corden's there. She gets a foot on it. O'Connell races, and there's Katie Cruz. And they call another whistle. So that contact initiates another whistle. We're going to have a Hopkinton kick with just over 2 minutes to play. And there we go. Hopkinton ready to send it in. And she pushes it back. Just under 2 minutes. Ball comes forward. Tries to get it through. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang gets a piece of it. Strong kick forward. Looking for Luisi. Luisi controls it. Luisi fighting. Luisi keeps it. And they called Luisi for that. So Luisi gets called for that. A lot of contact there. And Luisi gets called for that. For the contact, it's going to be a Hopkinton free kick. There's Pudvinsky's there. Pudvinsky takes it off. Here comes Luisi on the outside. Luisi up the left side. Luisi with speed. And Luisi gets hit, and it looks like that's going to be a foul too. So yeah, hard tackle. a really hard tackle on the left side on Mia Luisi. She's okay. So it's going to be a Holliston free kick. Mia Wolfgang's going to take that from about the 32-yard line. Wolfgang launches over Putvinsky's head. Cruz is there. Burke just gets a foot on. Nice play by Ellie Burke. Here comes Hopkinton on the counter up the left side. Drohan chasing. Drohan chasing on the outside. Pressure, pressure. Able to keep it, and the ball pushes outside, and it's going to be Hopkinton ball. Hopkinton with the quick kick in. Here they come. Launches forward. There's Mia Wolfgang. Hopkinton recovers. Hopkinton shoots. Stuffed. Wolfgang backs, and it's going to go out of bounds over the end line. It's going to be a Holliston free kick. Looked like Holliston had some room coming up the left side just moments ago with Mia Luisi. However, she gets a hard tackle, and that's the kind of tackle I don't understand how they can't give a card, because she did have space, and she looked like she was getting ready to do something. All right, so that's the end of the second quarter, and so it's halftime here with a score of Hopkinton 1 and Holliston 0. We'll be back shortly with the second half or the third quarter, however you want to look at it, right after this. So please don't go away. We'll be back soon after this after this short break. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second half, the start of the third quarter, Holliston versus Hopkinton in girls varsity soccer. Hopkinton leads Holliston by a score of 1-0. Hopkins scored about 5 minutes into the second quarter from a cross, and Holliston is now playing down 1. All right, here we go. We're underway. And ball comes back. Drohan to Sally. Sally plays it forward. Launches looking for Luisi, just trying to keep it in, and it's staying in, and it's going to bounce out. Throw the ball's out. So, again, it's starting to cool off a little bit, if not in the sun, but all the good news is the girls are playing in the sun, so they're probably just fine. Katie Cruz makes a nice play, gets a nice touch, looks back, gets to Caitlin O'Connell. O'Connell is able to get a piece of it, and there's Ellie Burke comes in, and the ball clears out. Tatum Corden's there. She makes a nice play, has Wolfgang on the left side, coming up Holliston left side. Wolfgang's stuffed, and it's going to be Holliston's going to keep it. All right. So Holliston has their work cut out for them as Hopkins is playing. They are playing well. They have a strong team. We were talking about it in the break. Lisa had mentioned that she's particularly impressed with Hopkinson's ball control and able to move the ball across the back. They're able to switch fields, have some nice passing. So, again, as I said, Holliston's got their work cut out for them, because Hopkinton they look like a strong side. And here they are playing back again. And ball comes through, but there's Mia Wolfgang. We've called her name quite a bit today. Wolfgang looking for space. She gets stuffed. She's in trouble. Uh-oh, ball comes out. There's Sally. Sally's over there to make the play. Comes out. There's Katie Cruz. Burke, the defensive midfielder, sends it forward looking for Mia Luisi. Luisi gets a step. Luisi on the outside. Luisi, one hard touch, still keeps it. Looks like she's going to be able to keep it in, and it's just going to go out. Nope, ball stays in. I can hardly see. Luisi sends it forward looking for Putvinsky. Putvinsky's trying to get position, and there's a whistle. Not sure what the call is. It's going to be against Hopkinton. So Megan Putvinsky is going to get a free kick from about 19 yards out, just to the side of the right post. There's Putvinsky. Taps it back. There's Drohan. Drohan launches in. A shot. Ball bounces off and almost a play. But Drohan sent it right to the keeper. Hit it hard. She bounced off her hands, but then she was able to keep control of it. Ball launches forward. Bounces. Drohan's there. Pressure, and here comes the ball. Ball comes out in the middle. There's Putvinsky. Putvinsky's there. Again, Hopkinton controlling the ball. A lot of poise in the back. Pushes it forward. Coming up the right side. Hopkinson's right side. Hopkinton back in the middle. Here they come on the attack. Ellie Burke's there. Ball comes up, launches to the right side. Corden's there. Corden's shielding. And Corden's able to keep it out, and it's going to be a Holliston free kick. To number 0, Mary Kate Ward. MK, as she's known in the vernacular here at Holliston High. Okay, Mary Kate's going to send it out. Launches the ball forward towards the middle, looking for Putvinsky. Comes off her head, and that's going to be a call. You can't do it. So it's going to be a Hopkinton free kick. Again, Megan Putvinsky, who had, I think, if memory serves, I think Megan had at least 2 header goals last season off corners. So, again, it's just not natural for her not to play those balls in the air off her head. Megan Putvinsky has another header. And, again, the girls are just, it's like, wait a minute, this is how I'm supposed to play soccer, right? So it's hard for them to do it. All right, fans coming to life here in Holliston as Holliston looks like they're starting to pick up some pace here. Caroline Sally sends it forward, gets to Burke, but Burke loses it. Here comes Wolfgang. And it goes another foul's going to be against Burke. Ellie Burke, senior captain. Here we go. Ball comes up, and it's launched forward. Hopkinton just trying to move up that right side. Corden's there. She comes in a little too hard, and then it's going to bounce off, and they're going to get a free. So Corden's call for that foul. A lot of whistles today. A lot of whistles. It's somewhat disruptive, but again, a lot of the time, we think this is caused by the adjusted rules because of the pandemic. Putvinsky trying to gain position, and she earns a penalty, and so we're going to get a kick. It's going to be Holliston kicking it out. Sally to Wolfgang. Wolfgang forward, looking for Putvinsky in the middle. There's Burke. Burke controls. Burke sends it forward. Hopkinton controls. Putvinsky can't keep a foot on it. Corden, not bad. Corden on the outside, looks to the one, finds a wing. There's Capabianco. Capabianco with strong foot forward, looking for Putvinsky. Capabianco swings and misses, can't get it. And here comes Hopkinton coming back on the outside. They play back. Cruz is there. Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang guard. Wolfgang takes it off her. Nice play by Mia Wolfgang. Yeah, and she's able to earn it. Yeah, nice play. So Wolfgang comes in with some hard defense. Drohan's going to kick it in. Drohan back to Sally. Sally controls. Back to Drohan. Drohan controls. Back to Sally. There you go. I like what they said they do there. Sally forward finds Putvinsky. Putvinsky for Wolfgang. Wolfgang hard touch, just too hard. There's Katie Cruz is there. Katie Cruz looks, launches deep, but nobody there to help her out. Okay, Holliston's starting to look like they're getting a little more poised together and controlling the ball a little better against this strong Hopkinton side. Hopkinton. And it's going to go out. It's going to be Holliston kick in. Just under 6 minutes and 30 seconds played here in the third quarter, with the score still Hopkinton 1 and Holliston 0. Wolfgang looking forward for Putvinsky. Putvinsky gets a hard touch, and then it's launched back again to Wolfgang. Wolfgang controls, but gives it up to Hopkinton. There she goes again. Hopkinton again. Wolfgang sends it forward. Looking for, that's Capabianco fighting for it on the outside. She keeps it, and she's still able to keep it, and it's going to be kicked out by Hopkinton. It's going to be a Holliston kick in. The dedicated staff here of Holliston Cable Access TV is also sponsoring, as many of you know, the Holliston Together movement, which is to try and help support Holliston businesses here in during these very challenging COVID times. All right, ball comes out forward. That's Capabianco. Gets a strong foot on it. Bounces one hop to the keeper. We'll talk more about that just before the break as we're back under play. So Holliston pressuring down at Hopkinton's end. Still playing down 1 goal. Burke. Cruz just not able to get her foot on it. And there's Luisi chasing. Ball comes down the Hopkinton left side. Drohan control. Stepped in Ball tries to go across, goes over Corden's foot. It looks like it's going to roll out, and I think it's going to be a Hopkinson kick. Yep. So Hopkinton ready to kick it in on their right side. And it looks like right there, they're looking directly into that sun. So Mary Kate Ward has to be, she's okay. She's got the sun at her back from right here. Hopkinton kicked in, stopped. Nice play. There's Burke. Burke sends it forward. Gets Capabianco. Capabianco chasing. She fights for it. And, yeah, they called that. Capabianco a little too strong coming in to try and that 50-50 ball. Capabianco, although shoulder to shoulder is okay, the forearm to shoulder usually gets the whistle. Ball comes in. Hopkinton plays back. Forward. There's Burke. Burke pops it up. O'Connell's there. O'Connell, nice play to Putvinsky. Putvinsky looks back to O'Connell. Nice ball. O'Connell racing. O'Connell's going to get there. Holliston coming up their left side. O'Connell, strong ball in as Luisi. She's not there. There's Corden. Corden's there. Oh, no, sorry. That's Corden. She's there. Unable to capitalize on that. There was a nice ball by Megan Putvinsky, pushing it down, and Katie O'Connell did a great job of getting to that ball, racing down the side, and got a strong ball in, but there was nothing there, nothing on the other end. Luisi couldn't get it. I bet she wanted to head it, but you just can't do it. It has to go to the feet. So we talked about how things could change a little bit, and that I think the headers. I think that's really starting to show, particularly in this game, because there's a lot of balls in the air. All right. Holliston pressuring again. Cruz. Luisi to Putvinsky. Putvinsky, she fights for it. She's able to get a foot on it. Still in. And it's going to get cleared by Hopkinton defender. Okay, Holliston with the tap in. O'Connell across, looking for Luisi. Goes over her head. Luisi she's back, she fights it. Hopkins defender pops it up. Burke's there. Corden's there. Corden keeps it in, plays back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang across the back. Wolfgang looks in, looking for Luisi. She can't find her. Stepped in, there's Cruz. Cruz looks, Capabianco. Hopkinton retains control. There's some contact. No call. Putvinsky racing in the corner, and it's going to get cleared. So Hopkinton clears. It's going to be a Holliston kick in. Corden's going to kick it in. All right, Holliston putting some pressure down in the Hopkinton end. Ball in to Burke. Corden, strong foot. Yeah, Corden launched one from downtown. Goes right into the keeper's arms, though. I think that's what they need to do. They need to start put some more pressure on those backs. Ball comes up. Cruz, unable to get control of it. There's Burke. Burke launches it forward. Putvinsky racing. Putvinsky's going to put some pressure. Yeah, and Hopkins doesn't want to mess around with that, so they clear it out. You do not want to give Megan Putvinsky that kind of opportunity. Okay, so it's going to be a Holliston kicking on the right side. We are 12 minutes into this quarter. Holliston till down one. Drohan. Drohan got Cruz. Cruz launches across the just outside the box. Cruz unable to get a good turn on that. Okay, we have some substitutions coming in. That's McLeod's come in. It looks like Capabianco's going to take a break, and Corden moves to the midfield to defensive mid. McLeod's taking the left back, and Burke moves up to attacking mid. All right, here comes the ball out. Hopkinton again. Corden steps in. Ball goes forward. Drohan racing down the left side, a Hopkinton left side. She looks, she clears, and clears it out. Didn't know there was a big race down there, and didn't know what was coming in behind her, so she just took the safe weight and cleared it out. Hopkinton with the kick in. Sally steps in. Nice play by Caroline Sally. Corden turns it. Podvinsky racing. Podvinsky's with time, and the ball comes out. It's going to be Holliston kick in. All right, Holliston look like they're playing a little bit more aggressive. Joanne with the kick in. Comes back to Sally. She launches forward, looking for Luisi, and just clears off the side of her foot. It's going to go out. Yeah, we talked about this in the last game, how the masks, they are an issue. They are, especially as the game starts to move on, you can tell that, that both teams, it's hard. And we've had, everybody's been kind of playing this whole game. So there's Luisi putting pressure up front. And the ball clears out. It's going to be a Holliston kick. Okay, Drohan to kick it in. Drohan has Luisi. Luisi turns into traffic. Burke pops it over. It's got Cruz. Cruz keeps it. And Cruz unable to keep it in. It's going to be a Hopkinton ball. Hopkinton plays back. Forward. Hopkinton in the middle. Pressure by Burke. Burke's there. O'Connell's there. Cleared back out. Podvinsky pressure. Luisi pressure. There's Cruz on the outside. Here comes Hopkinton. Hopkinton in the middle. Switching it back to the right side. Here they come. Hopkinton pushing forward. Wolfgang steps in, is able to stop it. Gets pushed back again. Cruz comes off her chest, and here goes Hopkinton on the left side. Wolfgang's there. Ball comes in. There's Wolfgang steps in. Sorry, that was Luisi, and then Wolfgang stepped in. The two Mias. O'Connell chases. O'Connell in the middle. Corden. Burke to Podvinsky. Podvinsky gets hit from the back, and they're going to call foul just at the 45-yard line. So a lot of action, a lot of contact now. And you can tell the girls are starting to get tired. We're at just about the 4-minute mark left in this quarter. But yeah, if Holliston's going to come back in, they're going to have to start digging deep and playing aggressive. Here comes Mia Wolfgang. She launches it forward, looks for Podvinsky. Podvinsky. Sally plays out. Sally launches forward. She's got Burke. Burke with 2 touches. Sends it to Corden. Corden looks for O'Connell on the outside. O'Connell's able to get a piece of it. Just able to keep it in. And just unable to turn it. Goes on just outside the goal. So Holliston looks like they're resorting to kind of sending the ball into the box as much as they can, which, it could work because this Hopkinton defense has been strong. But again, oftentimes it's hit or miss, and today it's been mostly miss. Hopkinton plays out to their side. And here comes Hopkinton up the left side. Pressure by Luisi and Cruz. And there's going to be contact. It's going to be a Hopkinton free. 3 minutes left. Hopkinton plays up. There's Burke. Burke's there. Burke pressures. O'Connell pressures. Back to midfield, Sally. Corden in the middle, looking for Cruz. Cruz can't get a handle on it. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang intercepts. Wolfgang looks forward. She's got Burke. Burke looks forward. Burke's got Luisi. Luisi's not there. She can't get a piece of it. It's going to roll to the Hopkinton keeper. She's going to have it. She's going to clear it out. So between O'Connell, Luisi, and Podvinsky playing up front for Holliston, they haven't had any really good, clean looks in this whole game. There hasn't been any real clean shots that we've because those Hopkinton backs have done a good job of really controlling and containing everybody. Hopkinton launches forward, tries to cross it. Here comes Hopkinton on the outside, on their left side. Push to the outside, and just wide. Joanne with the kick in. Yeah, the ball's rolling everywhere. Joanne sends it back to Luisi. Joanne launches one, lifts it forward. One touch. There's Corden, but she's going to send it out of bounds. All right, under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hopkinton still leads 1-0. Hopkinton plays back. Launch forward. Hopkinton up there left side. Cruz. Luisi. Luisi intercepts. Luisi has the ball. She's looking forward for O'Connell. Can't find her. McLeod's in. McLeod just able to keep it, just can't run it down. McLeod tried to keep that in, but just couldn't do it. All right, so on the right side, it's going to be a Hopkinton kick in with under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hopkinton launches, comes across the outside. Hopkinton on the left side. Here they come. Hopkinton crossing the middle, stuffed by Katie Cruz. Nice play by Katie Cruz. Great tackle, keeps it, gets it out to Corden. Corden looks out to her outside, has Burke. Burke with a step. Burke comes across midfield. Holliston on the counter. Burke, and unable to get it, sends it to the Hopkinton defender. And they launch forward. There's Drohan with a foot race. Drohan looks. She looks to the outside. She turns, tries to find Luisi. Luisi just gets there. Hopkinton tap in. There's Podvinsky. And that's it. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with Hopkinton still leading Holliston by a score of 1-0. We'll be right back right after this for the start of the fourth quarter with, again, as I said, Holliston is trailing Hopkinton by a score of 1-0. We will be right back on the Holliston Cable Access TV. And we're back. Everybody, welcome back to the Holliston-Hopkinton girls varsity soccer game with Holliston trailing Hopkinton by a score of 1-0. We're in the final quarter, final 20-minute quarter here, and we are underway. Ball bounces over. Joanne said she's racing for it, and she's going to let it go out. So Holliston, as we said before, they've got their work cut out for them because Hopkins, they're a strong side, have been doing a good job of controlling the ball, but Holliston has had their moments. So they're pushing the ball forward. They're doing a good job of controlling the ball in the middle. They're fighting on the 50-50s. So there's a good chance that Holliston could man. And of course, there's always have all those dangerous players, the Megan Podvinskys, Mia Luisis of the world that can score at any given time. All right. It's going to be a Holliston free kick. That's Mia Wolfgang launches it forward to the box. O'Connell's trying to find her space in there. There's Burke. Burke gets a foot on it, but she's too strong, goes to the Hopkinton keeper. Okay. So Holliston spread out. Ball comes up the right side. There's Drohan. She launches it in the middle, trying to find Podvinsky. Podvinsky can't get to it. There's Luisi. Luisi can't get to it, but there's Burke. Burke gets a foot on it. Burke again. Burke fights again. Yep. There's Corden. And we have a whistle, and I think it could have hit Corden's hand, or it may have just been a foul. I'll have Lisa check the replay on that. Unfortunately, our replay is down for this game, but that would help. All right, ball launch, strong launch forward. There's Caroline Sally steps in. She had to control it and keep it and hits a high pop fly to Podvinsky, who she handles it. She's in traffic, can't keep it. Launches out. There's McLeod. McLeod fighting for it. McLeod able to keep it, plays back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang launches forward, looks for O'Connell. O'Connell can't get a hold of it. Ball taps forward. It goes off a Hopkinton player and goes right into the hands of Mary Kate Ward. Mary Kate looking for a place to play, sends it forward. Long. Yeah, Mary Kate sent it over the halfway mark. Her foot's just a little too strong. And that's a rule that they cannot do that. The keeper can't stand and kick that ball over the halfway mark. Back in play. Burke tries to get it, can't get a hold of it. There's Capabianco. She's there. She finds Luisi, taps to Burke. Burke with space. Burke forward, looks for O'Connell. Can't get it clean. Luisi's there. Luisi can't control it. She pushes to the outside. Luisi fights, and she's going to win that one. The ball's going to go off of the Hopkinton player, and Holliston's going to be able to keep it. This is up the Holliston right side. Coach Chadsey trying to pull out her last bag of tricks here with the 16-minute, almost 17 minutes left to play in the game. Drohan with the kick in. Sends it forward to Luisi. Back to Drohan. She keeps it. And ball gets pushed out. Looks like she got hit. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a corner. So, again, the rule on the corners. Another change because of the COVID rule is that corners cannot go from the corner to the front of the box. So they do the short corner and play out, and there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang controls it, turns it, sends it back in. Capabianco is able to get a foot on it and almost control it. There's Sally. Sally sets it. She looks in, ball bounces off of her. Sally plays to Drohan. Drohan moves up. She sends the ball forward. Hits Capabianco. Capabianco fights for it and gets launched way back, and there's Ward. Ward's going to control it. She's going to get it uncontested. Plays out quickly to Wolfgang. Wolfgang with space. Wolfgang across, looking for Capabianco. Can't find it. Drohan's there. She keeps it. She pushes. She has space. Pushes forward, looking for Podvinsky. Couldn't get her. Ball comes back, and that looked like it hit her hand, but the ball comes back, and it's going to bounce off. Drohan keeps it. Still in. Sends it forward, again, looking for Podvinsky. Can't find her. Ball comes on the right side, or on the Hopkinton left side. Drohan watching, and stuffs it, and its ball's going to go out. Looks like it's going to be a Hopkinton corner. 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, Holliston still trails 1-0. As we wait for Hopkinton to set their corner. I think this is their first corner of the game. Let me check the stats on that. Christian, our stat guy, he says yes, and Lisa agrees. Ball short corner in, ball comes forward. Cleared by Wolfgang. Hit again, and Ward's going to be able to control it. All right, here comes Ward. Ward sends it out, looking on the right side. And looks like it's going to bounce out. No one's going to touch. It's going to be a Hopkinton ball. Hopkinton plays in. Comes up the right side. And too strong and far. It's going to roll off the end line. It's going to be a Hopkinton kick. Here comes Ward. Ward trying to play that too quick. There's two balls on the field. What could go wrong? Ward plays out short to Sally. Sally, she launches forward looking for Mia Luisi, but sails over her head and it goes out of bounds. Hopkinton plays, they play back. Luisi, Podvinsky, O'Connell across the top. Capabianco. Burke controls it. Burke keeps it. O'Connell, I think she thought O'Connell was going to step up, and looks like Hopkins is going to give it to him. And here comes Holliston with the kick in. McLeod with the kick in. It's got Burke. Burke in the middle. Burke with some space. Burke with a touch. Burke looks forward, looks for Capabianco, and another whistle. And it's going to be a foul on Hopkinton, so it's going to be a Holliston free kick. it's going to be a Holliston indirect. Okay. Sally to Wolfgang. Wolfgang launches strong, and she launches right to the keeper. And Hopkinton clears fast up the right side. O'Connell's there to break it up, but she's going to knock the ball out of bounds. And it's going to be, well, it looks like it went off a Hopkinton player, so it's going to be a Holliston kick, and McLeod's going to take it. McLeod back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang strong forward. Again, trying to launch that ball forward. It has its advantages and disadvantages because you run the risk of giving the ball up. And there's Wolfgang again, looking for Luisi, hard off of her chin, it looked like. There's Podvinsky looking for, I think they're just looking for some sort of a break, for some breakdown in the back for Hopkinton and take advantage of it. And here we go. We have a foul. It's going to be, I think that foul was on Luisi. Luisi got fouled. That's correction. That's what I meant to say. Lisa, of course, correct me. All right, so Jordan with the tap. It's going to be an indirect tap. Wolfgang. Hard shot blocked. Wolfgang steps, can't get it. Sally, she sends it forward, sends it up, looking for Podvinsky. She can't get her head on it. Luisi takes a turn, and the ball goes past the keeper. The keeper came out, and Luisi was able to get a foot on it. So the ball popped up. Luisi was there. The keeper was coming out to make the play, and Luisi was able to just get her foot on it and put it past the keeper as she was coming out. Whoa, a big score by Holliston at the 9-minute mark, just before 9 minutes in the fourth quarter. Holliston is able to even it up by Mia Luisi's turn after a ball that came in strong from Caroline Sally. And a great opportunity, a great heads-up play by Mia Luisi. And you could tell, she fought for that. She was there, had probably two defenders hanging on her and was able to keep them off. The keeper thought she was going to be able to make a play, and Luisi said otherwise. So Holliston evens it up at 1 with just over 9 minutes to go, just at the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. So Holliston back with some new life. There's Mia Luisi, the goal scorer right there, is able to turn it, unfortunately picked off by Hopkinton, and it's played in. So Hopkinton coming up there left side. Luisi with a step. Hopkinton playing back. And here they come. Hopkinton launches the ball in. Strong kick. It's going to go right at Mary Kay. Whoa, she had some velocity on that ball. That was a shot by number 28. That was Brake Bristwhistle. She was able to hit that ball hard, but it went right to Mary Kay Ward. Drohan up the right side. She sends it up looking for Capabianco. Capabianco's there. Clears it with her left foot. And there's Luisi. They're playing him now. Podvinsky with a nice poke into Burke, and then Burke and O'Connell. O'Connell's hit. And they blew it. Yeah, they called that. Nice play. Nice touch by Megan Podvinsky to Ellie Burke. Burke was able to put it forward to O'Connell, and O'Connell had a step on her defender, and that defender got there late and got hit. So it's going to be a Holliston free. Another good opportunity for Holliston. It's going to be Megan Podvinsky's going to take this free. Number 12, Megan Podvinsky. Here she goes. Launch it high, long, way too high. It was wide right of the uprights of the football goalpost, too. So Podvinsky not able to get a good, clean strike on that ball. So the score remains tight. It was a nice play, though. She made a nice play to get that ball to Ellie Burke. And Burke then in turn, a nice play to O'Connell. Ball comes out. McLeod looking for O'Connell. McLeod steps in. And we got a foul. It's going to be a Holliston foul. It's going to be foul on McLeod. Okay. Just over 11 and a half minutes played in this fourth quarter. Score is tied after a solid turn goal by Mia Luisi. So the score was tied at 1. Here comes Hopkinton in the middle. And she is fouled significantly. So we have a Holliston foul. at about the 25-yard line. So Hopkinson's going to get a free kick of their own. Taking that free kick is Gabrielle Siri. Launches with her left foot. And Mary Kay Ward is there. Handles it with ease. Shot was on goal. Had some good pace. Ward was able to handle it, no problem. Ward launches the ball out. Controlled by Hopkinton. There's Corden. Shot. Again, shot from distance right at Ward. Ward's able to control it. 7:30 to play. Ward plays short to Wolfgang. Wolfgang launches forward looking for Luisi. Luisi gets a foot on it. Hard touch, but Podvinsky's there. Podvinsky forward. Podvinsky looking for Wolfgang, looking for up on the right side. Hopkinton keeper comes out. There's Podvinsky. She keeps it. There's Luisi. Luisi with a touch. Looking for O'Connell. O'Connell gets a piece. O'Connell with a look. And a shot just left of the post. Oh, nice play by Caden O'Connell. Caitlin O'Connell had a nice touch and had a good look and was just able to, and got some pace on that ball. Just went left of the post. Ball comes out Hopkinton right side. They give it up. Nope, they're going to keep it. That was a nice play by Mia Luisi to get that ball to O'Connell. Or sorry, Megan Podvinsky again. Ball launched forward. Sally plays it off her shoulder. She fights forward, is able to get a piece of it. Hopkinton looks in the middle. There's space. Wolfgang's there. She stuffs it. Burke. Burke gets a piece. There's Podvinsky. She gains position and earns the foul. Podvinsky always knows where that defender is. Always, when she can feel that defender on her back and is always get in the right position, earns that foul. Wolfgang launches forward. Has Podvinsky. Podvinsky's there. Ball bounces out to Hopkinton. There's McLeod. McLeod comes away, can't come away with it. Wolfgang's there. Gets past her. Here comes O'Connell. Sorry, Corden's able to get a piece of it. Burke chases. Capabianco chases. Ball comes by, gets past Drohan. There's Sally able to stuff it. Sally's there. Drohan's back. There's Burke. Ward dives and is able to make a play. And we have a whistle. I'm not sure what the call is, but it looks like it's they call it a penalty. That looks like there's a penalty. Not sure what the call is, but it looks like it was a penalty. No, it's going to be. It's not a PK. It's going to be it's a direct kick in the box. So it looks like we're getting some help. It could be a holding call, unclear, but it looks like it's going to be a big mess in front of the goal with Hopkinton kicking. So as we're trying to sort this out, it looks like Hopkins is going to be kicking at point blank range. Yeah, it was a grab it was a hold in the box. So now there's a. So what was originally going to be, it looked like one of those. It almost looked like a field hockey penalty shot, right? Where they just send it in front of the goalkeeper. I've never seen that before. If it's a penalty in the box, it's a corner. Ball launches up. Ward's there, and she's able to make the play. So it looks like Holliston dodged a bullet there. Ward sending the ball up her left side. There's O'Connell. O'Connell's looking forward. O'Connell looking for Podvinsky. Podvinsky's there, but Hopkinton clears it. Never seen that before, of why there would be that type of a positioning of the ball inside the box. If it's a foul in the box, it's a penalty. There's no defenders. And there's Wolfgang sending it forward. She's got Podvinsky. She gets a strong foot on it. Big touch in traffic. Podvinsky again looks forward. She's got Capabianco on the right side. Nice ball. Capabianco's there. She keeps it in. The Hopkinton keeper's there. Just over 3 minutes to play in the game. Ball launches up. And Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang steps in, and it's going to be out on her. It's going to be a Hopkinton ball. We have some subs coming in for Hopkinton. And Hopkinton with the kick in. O'Connell's there. She's going to get called for a foul. I wonder if the reasoning for all the fouls is because of the multiple referees on the field. Hopkins ball's in. Wolfgang, she can't get a clean foot on. It's going to go out. Ball is going to get kicked in just over the 2 minutes to play. As we approach 2 minutes, final 2 minutes of the game. Ball comes out. Hopkins plays. There's a step in by Corden. Corden's there. Corden still pressure. Burke pressure. Burke gets a foot on it. Clears out. Hopkins steps in. There's Capabianco. Luisi turns. Luisi on the right side. Luisi with some speed on the right side, trying to get around her defender. Luisi gets topped, and they call it. They call a foul. Looks like it's going to be another free kick. So Holliston's going to get another chance. Indirect on the right side. Under 2 minutes to play. Drohan to Wolfgang. Wolfgang launches, sends it in. Can't get a space. Ball comes up. Burke's there. Burke can't get a hold of it. Drohan can't get a piece of it. Wolfgang's there. She turns. Sends it back in. She's got Luisi. Luisi with space. And Luisi can't get a clean foot on it. It's going to be a corner. So we are at the 1 minute mark. Just got a signal from the official. 1 minute. So this could be the last play of the game. The indirect, Drohan's going to send it to Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky launches across. Wolfgang's there. Luisi's there. Ball gets pushed out. Sally controls it. Sally back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang looking for space. Wolfgang to Drohan. She controls. Drohan sends it forward to Luisi. Luisi on the outside. Can't get around her defender. Ball comes out. It's going to be running out of time here shortly. Drohan. Huh? No. I don't think there's OT. Lisa just asked if there was OT. Drohan sends it in. Drohan sends it back to Luisi. Ball comes out. And that's it. So that's the end of the game. With a final score of 1-1, Holliston and Hopkinton play to a draw, hard-fought draw. Two strong teams showed some serious soccer skills out there today. Holliston was able to come back from they were trailing for a good part of the game. Fourth quarter goal by Mia Luisi, able to tie it up. So they were able to stay in it, but couldn't get anything going at the end. Two strong teams. Hopkinton, they will play again tomorrow in Hopkinton. So for those of you who get to be able to watch it, I don't know what channel the Hopkinton TV will have it, but say again? I'm getting this from Lisa. 30, channel 30 or 31 on Verizon is the Hopkinton cable access. So, yep, and you can also see it on the Hopkinton cable access TV Facebook page. So, on behalf of my two esteemed colleagues, Christian Bidet and Lisa Hedrick, I'm John Drohan. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time for Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer.